Why does all this growth downtown matter? Why should it matter to you when you're thinking about putting your investment dollars in a market?
So when you're looking at higher growth markets and factoring appreciation into your investment decisions as you should, the biggest things are population growth and income growth. That's what's going to drive home price appreciation, and those high correlations between population growth and income growth and home price appreciation. And the workforce of tomorrow, the kids that are graduating college and are going to be the high earners and are going to drive innovation and jobs and job creation in the future, want to live in urban walkable areas. And so when you can create these urban walkable neighborhoods that are going to attract that sort of talent and continue to grow the economy and start businesses and create innovation, those are the sort of people you need to get. And that is why revitalizing downtowns is so important to appreciation and the continued growth of any sort of municipality. And that has been proven across the country. If you take, downtown Charlotte as an example, where downtown Charlotte started revitalizing probably 15 to 20 years before Jacksonville, and was really hitting a hot streak in the early 2000s in a lot of the development they were having. And they as a market, Charlotte fell much less as far as the percentage of home prices fell much less than the rest of the country, because they still had people moving there, they still had people interested in living there, and it proved much more resilient to the downturn in 2008. And one of the big reasons was because they still had so much interest and people moving there from that revitalizing downtown.
Okay.
So
we know why it's important, for all encompassing all that growth.
Yeah.
Right. Growth is an opportunity. When downtown gets better and better and better,
all boats, rise with the tide. So when you have more people living in any area, all those, the repercussions of that are felt throughout the city, and you will see other neighborhoods improve, and you'll have higher appreciation in those areas when a municipality grows.
To put this in perspective for why our clients are investing, why we currently own over 300 properties in Jacksonville, our first order of business when we make a decision to buy a rental property is it's got to have positive cash flow. It's got to pay for itself, right? And obviously there's positive cash flow. Clients are earning between 7 and 9% returns, and that's not counting on growth. That's not counting on anything We're just talking about right there. But when we're talking about the decision of where to invest, either Jacksonville or Memphis or Kansas City or Cleveland or wherever, right? We look at growth as that added bonus on top.
Cherry on top.
It's the cherry on top, right?
But can have a dramatic impact on your returns over a 5, 10, or 20-year period.
So that's the key point that I want to make, right? So Jacksonville's cash flows compared to others are going to be very similar. These other places, if you look, they don't have any of these extra carrots on top as much as Jacksonville.
A lot of those slower growth Midwestern states that have comparable cash flows to Jacksonville have historical appreciation 1%, 2%, where Jax has historically been 4%. And we expect that to continue or even potentially get better with all the other great things that Jax has going on.
So what we're talking about here today is this is this cherry on top. This is this fun time where we can think about the best potential possibilities for returns for Jacksonville rental properties, right? We know why we're investing. It's positive cash flow first. Everything we're talking about here is like, wow, what could this be? And then one of the biggest deciding factors of what could this be, right? The potential appreciation of this investment is downtown, right? This is the lever that if we can make this work the way we think it is and the way that the numbers are dictating, that can lead you to have 4% appreciation, maybe even higher, right?
And I mean, it really comes down to what I said about population growth and income growth. So even outside of downtown, there's a ton of great things happening in Jacksonville with companies relocating here, a lot of job growth, downtown happening, which I believe it will even accelerate that even more.